another transformational moment when I got hypnotised for a job that I was doing about 8 years ago. And that was when the impermeable seal went on my fear of abandonment. And it was unexpected because I wasn't going to the hypnotist about that. I was going to the hypnotist about not feeling anxious going in a submarine to 1,000 meters under the sea. Tiny 3-person submarine where you can't stand up and there's no loo, and it takes 40 minutes to get to the surface again. And I thought, I don't get claustrophobia, but I don't want to find out at 1,000 meters under the sea that I am indeed claustrophobic. So I thought I'd better go and get hypnotised just to make sure. And that was... Have you ever done hypnotism?
No.
Oh, man. I mean, if you've got an issue that is something that you've worked on a lot and is hard to let go of. I mean, I didn't even think really that my fear of abandonment issue was still there, but I do think it was. And we did some regression work where I went back to me in the kitchen looking at my granny thinking, my mum's not going to come back and I don't know what to do and I feel a bit guilty. I think I've overstayed my welcome. And the hypnotist said, go get that Davina. Take her by the hand. He said, where's your favourite place in the garden? I said, the oak tree. So he said, take her to the oak tree. So I took her over to the oak tree, little me, 4 years old. And he said, okay, sit her down. I sat her down. And he said, comfort. I said, she looks worried. And he said, comfort her. I said, I feel silly. I don't know what to do. It's me. It feels weird. And he said, imagine she was one of your own children. Comfort her as if she was your child. So I put my arm around her and I thought, okay, this is easier. And then her head went on my chest and I was stroking her hair. I said, I don't know what to say. I kept thinking he's looking to me to say something profound and I've got no idea how to do this. And he said, well, why don't you tell her it's all going to be okay? And I really started crying, like really crying.
Right.
And he said the same thing, what's up? And I said, it's not going to be okay. I take drugs, I make stupid decisions, I put myself in danger. It's bad. And he went, but look at you now. And it was like, oh my God, look at me now. I'm great. And it was like everything went, all the cogs and the wheels in my brain all went click. I am going to be okay. And I looked at her and I got like her head in my hands and I was like, you are going to be okay. Your life is going to be amazing and it will be full of ups and downs, but you are going to be okay. And he said, you can take her back. Let's take her back. So I went back to the kitchen and I put her down in the seat and she's smiling at me. And then he says, we can leave now. But he said, before we leave, I want you to just turn around and look at her one last time and tell me what she looks like. I said, she looks happy. And he said, great. And then he brought me round. I was like bawling. This is amazing. What's happened? What's just happened? And he said, we've planted a seed. And he said, let's just wait and see what happens there. He said, this was basically to stop you feeling like you're going to be abandoned at the bottom of the sea. But actually, I think maybe we've done something bigger here. It might be kind of amazing what happens. And a couple of things happened after that where I said, actually, it's not okay to treat me like that. I would never have said that before because I was worried you'd abandon me. If I stood up to you and said, not okay, I'd think, oh, you might not like me anymore. It was very important that everybody liked me. And suddenly I was like, actually, I can stand up for myself in a non-aggressive way and not actually mind if you like me or not because I'm doing it for me. Oh my God, it was mega. And I feel like from that moment, I've been a different person in all of my decisions, in my outlook on life. It's been mega.